the smoke. Better keep it light when you talking to the goat. It's no joke. Give me the smoke. I want it all. What they saying, take a toke. I love the hate. I don't need no antidote. Better keep it light when you talking to the goat. It's no joke. Hey, yeah, go. I mean, really, I ain't the greatest. Don't be silly. I know they hatin', sending hits, they out to get me. I got no kryptonite, I ain't got no Achilles. Hey, let's keep it on 100, I'm the realest. I spin a rack, double back, flip a bill quick. I walk in, whole party on tilted. I cock back, take a shot, hit the kill switch. Lead a party with your chick, man, I'm lifted up. Feeling kind, I might give her back, gifted up. You heard a word around town, don't you twist it up. Drop the ball on me, you better pick it up. I'm saying, give me the smoke, I want it all. What they saying, take a toke. I love the hate, I don't need no antidote. Better keep it light when I'm talking to the goat. It's no joke, look, give me the smoke. I want it all. What they saying, take a toke. I love the hate, I don't need no antidote. Better keep it light when you talking to the goat. It's no joke, yeah, look, hey, you ain't get the invite, who you know? Got the homies on my side, down to do the most. I'm on the front line, I'm never laying low. And I'm a boss with it, so what I'm saying goes. You better know your place, you better get in line. Cause if you cross that, nah, it ain't no alibis. This ain't a game, my GC, you out of lives. Ain't no comebacks or respawns, you out of time. And what I'm saying goes, yeah, you must obey it. I just hit them with a look, and I ain't even gotta say it. Yeah, nobody finna move, unless I okay it. Okay, you best stay on my side, don't make me demonstrate it. Give me the smoke, I want it all. What they saying, take a toke. I love the hate, I don't need no antidote. Better keep it light when I'm talking to the goat. It's no joke, look, give me the smoke. I want it all. What they saying, take a toke. I love the hate, I don't need no antidote. Better keep it light when you talking to the goat. It's no joke, give me the smoke. Give me the smoke. Give me the smoke.
Yo, Swift, thank you for following, buddy. Welcome to the team. Appreciate it. How are we doing? Good evening. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all well. Once again, we're back again for another cast. This time, EU Competitive League. Division 4. Righteous Gaming versus Noctx Esports. Lots to talk. Lots of information to share to you prior to the game. We'll get into that very, very shortly. So thank you for tuning in so far. Make sure you spread the word, share it around, get your teammates, your friends all involved here to watch this matchup here. And if you're part of any of these organizations, make sure your org's sitting, watching, anticipating what's going to be a solid matchup. We already have all the details we need to know, which is always a bonus. We've got 1 minute left to go, but you know what? Let's just transition over already, because we don't need a minute countdown. We're already here. Oh, so Division 4 we're at, right? These two teams in Group B of Division 4. So far, season-wise, looking good for Noctx Esports. So far, a record. It's not undefeated. They have been beaten, which is a good positive for Righteous Gaming. So far, Righteous Gaming's only played 2 games, right? Noctx Esports, they have managed to find 6 matches, right? That being said, when it comes to that, it is 4-2, right? It's not bad. 4 wins, 2 losses. Only one team above them in the standings, and that's going to be Amrox Esports, who are 6-0. I mean, undefeated so far. Solid from them. But Noctx Esports, when it comes to it, 59% map win percentage with a record of 13-9 going into this one. Obviously, it's a best of 5. We could see 5 matches or 5 maps here. We might see 3. There is that possibility. There might be 4. We just don't know. But we'll have to wait and see what Righteous Gaming have to offer. So far, they've played 2 matches. 2 ending up in a loss, afraid. 25% map win, which means out of them 8 maps that they have succumbed to, they have won 2 maps out of their possible 8 and lost the other 6. So if you're Noctx Esports, you probably have a little bit of that upper hand, it seems like, going into this matchup. Doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to come out on top, because they're still yet to face Righteous Gaming, and Righteous Gaming might just turn things around and find their first win on the board. We're going to have to try and get ourselves all set up though. Righteous Gaming, but potentially going to be Team 2. So in that meantime, we'll get that create a private match for ourselves. We'll get the names all set up. Francis, welcome aboard. He says, let's go Nox. Good to hear. You've got support there for your Nox squad. And let's speak about these squads. So, Righteous Gaming on the first hand. On the flip side, here you are with the roster this evening. Vici, Tapum, Cash, and Zayek will be your 4 members of that Righteous Gaming squad. On the other hand, this Nox squad, it was going to be a different roster, but it has been switched and changed around. Yoki will be the pickup for this evening, alongside Swift, Novakill, and Prizu. This is going to be the roster that you're going to have to keep an eye out around the minimap. With the pickup though, will that change things? That is the question. Sometimes bringing in a new member that's a pickup might change the dynamic of the team. But that being said, he might be even better of a player, just has to kind of try and gel with the rest of the squad. We will be yet to see that when it comes around, and hopefully that is very soon. Kickoff time supposed to be around about 8, but you know what we're like. Things just never happen as swiftly and as easy as we hope it to be, and nothing is ever streamlined as much as we wish to be. But we try our very best here with what we have to offer and what we have at hand here. Obviously, everything is being done in the background by ourselves and the teams. And when it comes to Righteous, what do you decide you're going to use as the tag for the 4-man? I'm just going to put right. There we go. We'll just put right. There we go. And that's us sorted for that one. For Team 1 and Team 2, because it will be hosted the other way around. Right. Series Bordeaux. here we go. The maps and modes that we will be witnessing this evening. Starting off will be a wonderful map of Vault for a hardpoint, which is good to see at the very start. Normally it's a mixed bag. You're normally seeing haciendas, you're seeing some skylines picked in there on a lot of occasions. No protocol until map number 4. Always a bonus. Next up, we have a search and destroy towards Skyline. And if we get obviously to that control next, it will be that hacienda map that we all love and enjoy from previous Call of Duties. But if we get into the distance, we will see a double header of protocol to end up the series. Hardpoint followed by that S&D if we get there. Both teams won't want to be getting there, but they also won't want to be there because they want to be winning the game and winning the series 3-0. Protocol isn't one of my favourite maps, especially when it comes to control, for thankfully it isn't the control map this time around. It is actually going to be a hardpoint, which isn't so bad, but that P4 spawn, and once you get that position onto that console, I feel like if you can hold the 60 seconds there, you pretty much can win that map. That is the key hardpoint for sure. Yes, P2 could be quite dicey. There's multiple ways in, but you could get a good hold on there as well early on. But P3 and 4, tie them two hills together, all of a sudden you have the ball rolling and you're straight through towards it. That's not going to happen though, because Hacienda on control is a little bit harder to play by. That B side could be interesting to play and fight for. And thankfully, we're not seeing a skyline hardpoint, because that is just heads against the wall, running and gunning, hoping that you come out on top because you are winning your gunfights. That's not what it's going to be. It's going to be a search and destroy. They're going to be this play a little bit slower, but these bomb sites are really close by. B bomb site very rarely getting used. It seems to be the aim bomb site through that kitchen site that will be the one that tends to be put down first, and for the most part, most of the rounds. Early blood could be crucial in such a small map like Skyline. But you have got them underground routes that some people will decide to take, and sometimes you're going to meet each other right down there, both running as fast as they possibly can to get to the other side, just to try and get that flank in, and that's where they butt heads. And if you've got a support there, sometimes that's good for you. You could have an extra man, but you give away too many people too early on in there, and two of them fall down below, you leave yourself quite open over towards that ace site. We will be waiting for that lobby code for now. But how are we all anyway? How has your week began? How are we getting on, chat? How are we all doing? And are you looking forward to seeing action between the Righteous Gaming squad and the Noctx Esports squad? We're going to get a prediction in the chat as well, because one thing that we haven't managed to get every single series or every single matchup, but for the matches, I like to get a wee prediction out there every now and then. So 5-minute prediction, get it in. Who's going to go out on top? Is it going to be Nox Esports? Is it going to be Righteous Gaming for map number 1? Like we said, that is going to be that good old map early on of Vault. It's Vault Edition, right? Did you buy it? Did you buy the Vault Edition, everybody? I didn't, because I didn't know if I was going to be playing that much. I've not played anywhere near as much as some people in the friends list. I'm saying pretty much everybody in that friend list is well and truly Prestige Masters, or they're very close and very far up into that position, because most of the guys that are friends I tend to cast over a lot of the time, and they're putting a lot of time into the game. So I wish sometimes we have the time to do that, but we're just getting old now. We just don't have that time. We've got a life to live, work to do, plenty of casts to do, and obviously most of my time does spend. Oh, so it looks like they've swapped sides again. So, Mark, well done. I had it the right way around the first time. People decide they're changing things around. Oh, right, cheers, gaming. Right, to go. Right, that is where we're going. And we're just going to keep it called a right, because that's the easiest way. Red versus purple. Are you going to get mixed up in them colours? That's the question. I might do, but not for the most part. I'm not colourblind, thankfully, which could be detrimental to some. It looks like we've got a new lobby code, but new lobby code already. We've only this is 2 lobby codes for the first match. I mean, this is not looking good, bro, man. It's not looking good. So I'll do that, and then we'll get a new one. We'll get into that new lobby code. Jesus Christ Almighty God, eh? What? Sometimes it could be so difficult, but sometimes it's not. I mean, Coycaster, Cash up there already is team 1, which means Righteous is team 1. Thankfully, that is good to go. Make sure that they know what's going on, what the script is, and right, I'm gonna batter Cash. Honestly, Cash. Once you watch this back and you hear this VOD, you've made me switch teams fucking 3 times and there's no swap teams. Like, fuck me, Jesus. Sorry about the French, but I mean, sometimes you just got to let it out, right? I let it out now so that it doesn't come out on that cast. Thankfully, if you know Cloudcaster and you know how it works out, they decided the best thing to do is remove the swap team setting. For some reason, I have no idea why, but they did decide to do that, which isn't great in the grand scheme of things, which means it makes it very difficult for us as casters to make things easy swiftly between matches and such like. Okay, so that being said, I'm ready. They guys might be ready. They have a full lobby. All the players are available, including their pickup as well, which is good because normally the pickup's the one that's late, right? They're not used to going into this team, joining into the team, and getting set up. One more minute though for your predictions in chat. Who are you voting for to win map number 1? Is it going to be Righteous Gaming? Is it going to be Nox Esports? Match number 1 is going to be that hard point onto Vault between the 2 sides. And like we said, rating wise, currently form wise, Nox Esports seems to be the stronger, more dominating side at the moment. Righteous though only have 2 games under the belt. Might be why they haven't really got themselves into a flow yet, but they'll see if they can turn that into a flow state and potentially find an opportunity here in this matchup. But we're being transported into the lobby, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We have changed the settings on my HUD settings because I'm gaming and I need to change that right away. I apologize. There we go. We're underway. Game is set already. We're not watching that POV because that is just a horrible position to be at as Nova. 1 kill in the bag, trying to pick the players off spawn, finds one, can't add a second, but at least they've got the players in the time. Nox Esports, Prio's weak, will still chow that, Hans find that kill, tries to find the next one in the back, but Vici finds 2. Very weak on the point, but does get the remaining bit of time here. 16 seconds left. Spawns the side of Nox Esports out. This is what Cash needs to do in the back. He's 3 in a row. He's trying to keep things alive for his team. Makes that 4. Now, can he add 5? Yes, he does. There we go. Cash with the money bags. They've got the spawns in the back. P2 could be positioned for them. And now he's found the 6. Is he going to add a 7th? He will get stunned out here. Swift comes for that challenge, though. He'll go to trade it back with a stun of his own, but will be shot in the back. But thankfully, for Righteous Gaming, they still have that spawns in the back. But maybe not for long. Backs and forwards, the trades go. The Nox Esports, though, do get themselves into the time. Watching in the back, though, Yuki, the pickup. Jacko in hand, trying to dodge around the tanker. Can't manage to do it. The break comes in. More time in the back here. Zayak from up top finds the double kill, and that is exactly what you need to do here to get that remaining scrap time. Make sure the players are pushed out. He's not going to spot at the bottom of his reticle. Yet, doesn't work out. Swift clears the round, gets himself in, but it's still the remainder of scrap time going towards Righteous Gaming. The rotation came in early though for Noctx Esports, as you see Nova from up top in art. Strong power position to be in here, especially for this, but there's a player spawned close by, going towards that P3. Vici knows there's a player up top, finds and deals with him very early on, going to get that spawn on their side, and that's going to be crucial for the P3, P4 rotation. Swift trying to clear that back zone, spotted by Vici. Time going the way of Righteous Gaming as they take the lead for the first time. Well, on the zone does get picked off though. Now Zayek from behind the minivan knows there's a player on time, but there's a player inside vault as well. He's naded out though by his teammate. There's a player on the rotation. Swift gets shots off one, finds a kill at least onto one of them. The other one is weak, goes for the challenge, gets aside, finds the right corner, finds the kill, and picks up that position. 15 seconds left here on P3 in favour of Noctx Esports as they take the lead back and now have the rotation set and ready towards P4 and spawns all on their side. Exactly what you need to do if you're Noctx Esports. Tying in 3 to 4 is crucial. Sorry about the game sound, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, we got it now. Just thank you for the heads up. So many buttons to push, so many things to remember, but Prize is managing to find Zayek. Staying alive here. Time's going to be 20 seconds difference. And they're finding the kills. You can see all the players coming down one side of the map on that mini-map. And they are going to be picked off. 4 of Yoki now finds 2 in a row. All 3 dead in the feed. Now it's just Diam. They all fall to Yoki as well. And now all of a sudden, Righteous Gaming, which looked like they were in a good position and a good flow state here after a couple of good hard points, have started to fall behind. Almost a 150 point gap stands in their way now, and Righteous now need to try and get themselves set up. Player on the back of Swift dancing around the pillars, finds his kill on Avicii. Now fights another player through mid-map, going to add another. That's 2 in a row. 10 and 8 he goes. Swift and Noctx Esports finding the kills in the feed. Nova finds 2 in a row. They have the hard point under control. Righteous Gaming will have the P2, but there's a full 50 seconds here that you can't give up. You don't want to get so far behind that it is almost unmountable. Swift though adds 1, adds 2. Absolute laser beams from him. Finds a third. He's on a 5 streak, and oh, can somebody stop him on this? It's Swift as you like. 13 and 8 he goes. Streak of 5. Looking to build that streak. Hellstorm not far away. He's on the zone, but the challenge comes in. Cash clears away. 4 dead in the feed. Righteous Gaming now have that chance to go and get towards that spawns. You will find the final player towards Jacuzzi Cash, who has been one of the standout players so far for his squad. He's just needed a few more players here to kind of start getting into that same flow state as he is. Zayek for 1 is 7-15, double negative. Not what you want to be doing, but they're looking to watch that players down towards Pam. Smoke does find a kill. Will we get traded out? No, Swift finds a second. Almost finds the third. The Puma's lying inside the window. Will win that gunfight, thankfully, for the team of Righteous Gaming as they get on to P2. In behind Jacuzzi is Vici. Getting shot up from the top balcony. Zayek finds up a double though. Looking on the rotation in map though. They're in through windows, coming through catwalk, trying to find a rotation in. Nova making the first early hit. Tries to find Cash, but he absolutely smokes him from that heady, from across map. And the Pum doesn't spot the players to his right though. Could be detrimental. The nade comes off. Thankfully for them, it doesn't deal damage enough to kill. Gets him weak, but the trophy system comes out to protect him for even longer. Righteous Gaming pulling some good time in P2 here. But I think Noctx Esports, you've got a gap, 30-second gap, keeping them in touch. Zayek though adds another kill. Now he's going to try and get himself pushed up here towards P3. Our position though, that power position. Cash spots the player to his right. Finds 1. Finds a second. Finds a third, and all of a sudden smoke the Cash. He's absolutely beaming from up top. 3 in a row. He's on a 7 streak. He's so close to the Hellstorm. Can he find it now? Couple players to the right hand side. He's going to know where the spawns are coming from, because they're not coming from that P3 side. They're coming all down Palm Tree side, and the nade comes out. Cash will dip back and look to protect the spawns. Adds another. 1 more away from the Hellstorm. He's got the opportunity here, and it's going to have to be Child, because somebody's going to want to stop that spree. Swift does do so, and that will be that cleared. Thankfully for them, they'll pick up that spawn, and now can't add the extras. Smoke the Cash was doing absolutely phenomenal work for his side. They had to get themselves back into contention. 11 seconds the gap here as the rotation starts to begin. They're going to have to fight their way back in because already Noctx Esports are set up and ready to go. You don't want to be caught out too early. If it's 4 dead, you're pushed really back into that P2 side spawn. And that is looking to be what is happening as Nova finds the double. Only player nearby that can be stopped here is Vici. But Yoki spots him on the cross. That'll be that dead, and now a solid 30 seconds held already here for Noctx Esports. And another 30 seconds is going to get them to that 200-point margin. Cool. Keeping his cool, but not for long as the Poom absolutely smokes him from the top. Zayak gets naded out though. 3 dead in the feed. Once again for Righteous Gaming, and it's not what you want to happen. Noctx Esports looking very strong. Prizu just pre-fires and expects the player to be around that corner. He is exactly where he's expecting him to be. Yoki now in the rotation finds the player behind minivan. The Poom jukes him out for a second. We go back to P1 here. Our first set of rotations is underway. Righteous Gaming needing to get some good hardpoint control here. As much time as possible, they could potentially get onto P1, can pull the gap to within 50 seconds of the win as well. But there we go. Hi Mark, there we go. Ice Keys, thank you for the follow, appreciate it buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yoki on the zone now getting some more time that they much needed to get closer and closer to that 250 point mark, which is the winning margin. Prizu from up top though in power. Spots Cash. There's one. To the left, does he see him? He doesn't. He sees another one from Dapoom, and up from top catwalk. He's finding the picks that he needs so much. And I was going to say for a second, Nova should spot that and pick up that kill and get even more time. They're 214 seconds, but they got control of P2. Prizu watching towards Palms, towards that pool side. Hasn't spotted anyone. Will challenge up. Cash though is there. The player you don't want to come up against so far is Cash. He finds 2. He's going to find a 3rd, and once again he's 3 in a row. Can somebody stop Cash? He's trying to do all for his team, but Swift exactly does it again. Clears him off of that streak. Swift will be instantly dealt with though as Vici comes flying out through the back. Adds another kill to the name. 2 in a row he goes. Hardpoint in control, and they need a perfect hardpoint from here. 20 more seconds needed. Don't want to be losing out on this. Any much time given on this could be crucial for Righteous Gaming. All the time needed. Closing that gap. They're going to get potentially into that 200-point mark. But you already see Noctx Esports look like they've given up the time. Vici on a 5 streak has got himself very much back into contention of positive. Going to add another. He sounds 6 in a row as Vici. Now P3 about to pop. 20 seconds needed for Noctx Esports. They're already in the zone and there's 2 players dead. They're gonna have to make that rotation. Vici being one of these. Gonna be there quickly. Swift though deals with him quite quickly. Swift and effective is exactly what happened, but Noctx Esports do fall around the hardpoint. The only person nearby now is Yoki the pickup. Can he stay alive? The answer to that is yes, but he has to dip out and wait for his team to get back into the zone. Noctx Esports clear the way. Zayak gets beamed from up top. All of a sudden 3 dead in the feed. Righteous Gaming look like they could lose this hard point here. They're nowhere near. 2 more seconds is needed. Ladies and gentlemen, map number 1 goes the way of Noctx Esports. It was looking that way. 250 to 213. Righteous Gaming were looking good at times, but it wasn't enough. Noctx Esports will take map number 1. And that's exactly the way they've been playing. The VOD will be here after this match, definitely. Looking at the squad of Nox, so Novakill doing an absolute stellar job. 25 non-traded kills, the highest streak, 4,400 damage. Not as much time on the hill. Look at the Hellkit and Prizu doing a fantastic job. There we go. Map number 1 is Nox. Prediction in the chat. Let's go pick that now. Noctx Esports will be your predicted winner. we'll start a prediction for map number 2. As we will be headed into that search and destroy. It will be onto Skyline. And Righteous had 71% of the votes. Would you believe it? So whoever voted for Nox, you got some stellar amount of point there in that channel points. GG. Map number 2 though. Is it going to continue the state of flow here with Nox Esports looking strong? We are changing things up a little bit. I think we might be getting a different host, a change around, and we'll be changing between such things. But in that meantime, the way it is, the scores on the doors we've already seen, and we will head you to some replays here as we get ready for map number 2. Oh, Andrew, thank you for the follow over on Kick as well. I really do appreciate it. Here are your wonderful, wonderful highlights of that first matchup. Definitely, as we get the Team Fish match out of the way. There we go. We're underway. Game is set. Already, we're not watching that POV because that is just a horrible position to be at as Nova. 1 kill in the bag, trying to pick the players off spawn, finds any much time given on this could be crucial for Righteous sure the players are pushed out. It's not going to spawn. Just waiting on issues for restarting the lobby. Don't worry, we will be back shortly. Let's say soon. It will be soon enough. Players involved. It's a shadow ban or something. But strictly to get the players all in the lobby. As well, guys, 5,000 followers we hit last time out as well. Unbelievable goal to hit. I can't believe we got there. Can't believe that many people follow the channel. Really do appreciate you all for tuning in. It was a good time. Whenever you're around, if you can, show some support. Being in the lobby, being in the matches, being in the watch parties, whatever you're doing, supporting the channel, whether it's here, Kick, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you wish. Over on X. Posted every day on X at least, so keep yourself updated on that. I think we're almost ready for the match to go. Just double check. Everybody's in the right place. Seems like we're all here. We're all ready. We're all in the lobby, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 2 is Skyline Search and Destroy. You know what that means. It is going to be
haters talking to me till I pipe down. Or it's lights out. Zeros on the debit, baby. All I do is swipe now. Gucci sweater 5,000. Stunning, buzzing. I be going up, no ceiling.
We're not going no ceiling. Skyline is our map. Skyline is where the S&D will begin. Skyline is where Righteous Gaming will want to change things around. We'll stay on board with the attack inside here. On board with the Noctx Esports squad, who have started off relatively strong and contesting pretty well. Straight through the map on the road. Prize who puts a lot of bullets down. First blood though does go the favour of Vici and Nova, and now is having to try and find the players on them cross. First blood for your defenders makes it a little bit more difficult here for the Noctx Esports to deal with. See what we could do, see if they find an opportunity here to make that break in. A bomb site is where they're normally at, but Vici, who got that first blood, trying to make an extra add to the tally, but the player we were viewing, Novakill, does get that kill. Vici challenged out, OQ gets the next one. Noctx Esports turns it on its head, but Zayak, you can see beam him from piano. 2 versus 2. Bomb going down though. Player number 3 spots on the crosshair from Dapoom. Both sides of the match, they're going to have to start working together here for this retake. A 2v2 retake. Over towards this A site. Prizu goes towards the Hegless. Okay though, finds the first blood. Now it's difficult. DePom's in a very tricky position, but he's dealt with there by Prizu. And Nox Esports will take round 1, even not getting first blood. Surprising considering the position they were in. Righteous, first blood. Could have put the pressure on, could have played the trades. Play the trade game, you've got the man advantage on that defense. Put the pressure on. Did decide to do that. Give Nox an opportunity to get herself back in. Finds their first blood on their team. Gets herself involved. Finds a second kill, and all of a sudden they've turned it on its head. Righteous came in having to find the fight comeback and just couldn't do it. Valkyrie finding a good couple of kills to his name. He's 4 in a row, but we're on board now with Righteous. Pushing up. Stun comes out, but Alku once again, first blooded. Goes his way this time. Nox Esports to defense once again. Starting off the strongest. Bomb goes down though. It's an earlier plant than it was the last time here. We're hearing a lot of glass break just to kind of bait players out. Bomb spotted. Alku from up top. Zayak, the last player alive. 4 versus 1. Not much he's going to be able to do with this here. There we go. Zayak will fall. Alku's got 4 in a row. Everybody else in his team deals with the situation. And Righteous Gaming fall 2-0 behind. From which was clinical positions there from the Nox Esports team. Looking dominant. Haven't lost very many maps so far in their ECL Division 4 Season 1 as it stands. And they're not wanting to drop any maps anytime soon. Back on board now. We'll keep on board with Valkyrie, right? We've got a... He's on a 4 streak.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Goshaviro, thank you for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. Welcome to the team. Nades over the top from OQ. First blood though. Once again, the defense having that. Righteous Gaming does pick up one. Zayak. Cash trying to find OQ, who's trying to spot that same position. Beachy though is playing aggressive, shoots it in the back. OQ gets another kill, makes it a 1v3, but that's not going to deal with Righteous Gaming. Quick and aggressive, exactly this way they should have played map round number 1 here in that skyline. They didn't do it, but they chose to be a little more aggressive. Beachy being the aggressor for sure, finds the 2 kills, and it gives the opportunity for Cass to start making his way forward, knowing it is only 1 player to deal with. Will stop OQ on the spray, and that's going to be good for them going into the longevity of this SMG round. You don't want to be giving away streaks so early on. He obviously has the RCXD at hand, but wasn't going to earn that Hellstorm missile. Thankfully for the Righteous Gaming squad. Early shots, just for pre-warning shots at the start of the map. Cash, who was one of the standout players in their hardpoint, looking to find multiple kills in hardpoint. Slightly different story here. The Poom though is dancing with fire. Trades go in though. The Poom gets out with the bomb. He has to try and keep himself towards his team. It's 3 versus 3 scenario now, as we did get trades out for both Vici and Swift. The noise being made. OQ is there. Now, it's going to spot the second player. Nova makes Cash deal with Zayak now. Last mental man alive, but he's only in a 1v2 situation. A little bit easier than we've seen previously. Does know where one player got the information. Thankfully, over towards Prizu. But you are in a pinch situation here. 2 angles you're watching. At least he's got 1 watch, but Nova will just deal with him. And Nox Esports will take that 2-round cushion back once again. I like how Killcam tells us it is OQ, and OQ was clearly not there. I mean, when is Quadcaster going to get fixed, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to get something decent back on the screens. But let's go back to the attacking side of Nox Esports, now looking to find another round, make it a 3-round cushion. Can they do it? First blood though has been going well for the defenders. Cash though is first blooded straight off the rip. Goes towards that heady, towards Piano. And Nova just deals with him. Clinical shots. Beachy though sneaked himself into that bedroom. Our player's going to know that has happened. OQ is up top, thankfully for him. That's not going to be spotted. Down below, you have Swift going under. Potentially going under. Beachy there does find one. Challenge comes in. Prizu deals with him. Trades for trade. Prizu was fall, but it was Swift that dealt with Beachy. And now you're in a 3 versus 2 scenario. Righteous Gaming with the defense having to find some extra players. They're at the disadvantage in numbers. The bomb's still not gone down. They're down to 32 seconds. They're going to have to start making a play towards that bomb. Dipum knows that. He's going to start making his way towards that A bomb site. Has a wee peek quickly early on, but you do see the players get on to the bomb. Starts to shoot through the wall. Hopes for the best, but the bomb goes down over towards 2. Gets that clearance. Zayek from up top catwalk. Knows Oku's behind the hot tub. Dancing, throwing shoulders. Who wins the gunfight? The answer to that is Oku. Now, you're left once again. It's all down to Dipum in a 1 versus 3 scenario. And he's ducking, diving. He's 2 HP and a dream. And that won't be the dream that he wants to be playing in his mind. Noctx Esports take that 3rd round in a row. Now have that advantage going into this. 2 more rounds needed. And they will win the S&D here as well. And literally, you could have spat on him from a distance and he would have fell to the floor. He was so weak. Noctx Esports looking strong though. Righteous Gaming having to find a regain. Now this time they'll be the ones on the attack. Nobody in the team doing stellar jobs. The Poom struggling to find a kill. Smoke, who did a great job in getting kills in hardpoint, just can't do it in S&D. Zayak on the other hand though has opened up once again. First blooded onto Prizu. Makes his way towards kitchen. The bomb will be going down early here towards A. And now Oku, who's been the standout player here in the S&D, 9 and 2. He just knows where the routes are, where the positions are. It's not going to stand next to him. He turns and Cash is done. Smoked out. Gonna get another one. No, Vici's there. The teammates are traded though. It's back and forward. We're down to Zayek now. Inside kitchen. The bomb was down, but that's going to be clear with Swift. Will find the kills. And Swift will go to get that defusal as well. Building towards that RCXD and also that Hellstorm missile. Noctx Esports leading the way. 1 more round away. A couple of RCXDs at hand to use. And Righteous Gaming haven't got an answer. There we go. This is map point for Noctx Esports. Plenty of serves to do. Plenty of chances to win it. Both Nova and Swift on a free piece. First blood again though. The Righteous Gaming are gonna have to find these first blood, second blood, third blood, fourth blood and wait the whole squad out. As you do hear the RCXD being used. Prizu opens up with first blood. Nova tries to rain down fire as well but can't do so. Who has got the RCXD is Swift in the back here towards the spawn of Righteous Gaming. Not going to find any, got plenty of battery to play with. Zayek's trying to look for that RCXD in the meantime. That will give the opportunity for them potentially to push up the map. Oku's using that as a wee bit of leverage here to try and spot from top flat. Onto Cash and beams him as well. Now the bomb will go down. You're in a 4v2 scenario and Righteous Gaming have it all to play for. Staying themselves in this game. Dipum is spotted though. He's dancing around the elevator. Next player to come up nearby though is going to be Swift. He's going to jump down, challenge him, finds the kill, and now once again you are struggling because Dipum is the last man alive. He's in a 1 versus 4 to save the round. He finds 1. Now let's get on board. Can he find the other 3 members to keep this S&D alive? He does. Find a second. Dipum all of a sudden got it down to a 1 versus 2. It's all about the player in the back. That's going to be Nova. Prize is challenging it as well. And there we go. It's done. Ladies and gentlemen. Map number 2 goes in a 6-1 fashion. Not the donut, thankfully. I just did manage to get at least 1 on the board. But they do fall 2 maps down in the series. All that scores on the doors are typical and wrong as always. But there we go. Noctx Esports. We'll get that score up on the screen there as well. 6-1 in favour of Noctx Esports. They're 2-0 up in the series. They're looking to finish it and end it here on that control for Hacienda. Will that be the case? Will that be what happens here? Or do Righteous Gaming have an opportunity to bring it back, change things around, and potentially get that reverse sweep. They've struggled so far to win some maps. But this is the place to do it now, right? You're 2-0 down, all to play for, everything's on the line. If you're Noctx Esports and you put Noctx Esports to win this as well, you would have won out. 100% of you guys voted for Righteous, surprisingly, considering the form that Noctx Esports is on. We'll put another prediction in chat though, and you guys can get yourself predicting away. We'll be looking to join that lobby soon enough and get ourselves back for map number 3. Hacienda is going to be an absolute festival here. I want to see all the gunnies. The hardpoint was fantastic to watch. Righteous Gaming looking like they were getting themselves back into it. It wasn't to be for too long though. Now S&D pretty one-sided, not going to lie. Pretty one-sided. And if you're not Esports, you'll be happy with that, I'm pretty sure, because that's the way they wanted it to go. And with the replay video being frozen, we will get that started and done for the S&D. Well, we set up here for that next match and we're ready to go. turns, and Cash is done. Smoked out. Gonna get another one. No, Vinci's there. The teammate.
Put your chains on my soul. You just fear what you can't control. I know you wanna keep me caged, but baby, I'm a renegade. You know I'm a renegade. Ooh, baby, I'm a renegade.
Breaking all the rules. After mine now, this ain't win or lose. This is what you wanted from me, lit the fuse. Be a pawn all my life, I refuse. You were scheming all my life, now you need me. Not seeing it as a big deal, it's something I can't repeat. In the lab like Dexter, you sabotage like Dee. Yeah, I got the crown now, it's mine now, I'm knee deep.
Yeah, I got the crown now, it's mine now.
I can't be minimized. On the throne, you've been advised. Wanted me down, but I switched it up. I'm top tier, better listen up. Overhype can't trip me up. Over the way, had to lift me up. What a shot, look how it rolls. Even if nobody knows ya. On my own wave, I am gold, yeah. You was trying to block me on the low, yeah. Took the high road, let me demonstrate. Cause the old me gone like I've been erased. I'm the boss now. I'm the boss now. Wiped away my tears, got the sauce now. My back was on the wall, now I'm up. When you were claiming I was soft, I had a rough. Outcast left in the cold, outcast left in the cold. The in crowd would block me out. I had the kicking door, forcing to a plan. Been evicted from my land. If you wanna see me now, I'm not giving you the chance, yeah.
We're not giving you the chance, ladies and gentlemen. We're eventually going to be back here. We are heading to that hacienda map. It is round number 3. Map number 3 in this best of 5 series. Noctx Esports leading the way, as they have been doing since the hard point. Noctx Esports, though, looking to end it here. 2 games in the bag. The opportunity here on the control, they will be the defending side, but on board with Righteous Gaming as they look to go towards that B site early on, trying to open it up. The stuns will go over the top, and all of a sudden you're getting 3 men straight on towards that B site. 2 men at least in the cross. Tapoon from up top, inside secret, finds one. Zayak finds another down below, and Nova will at least add one back, but Tapoon adds a second, and all of a sudden you're getting some good tick progression made early on here. Smoke will add potentially another to his basket, but though it's Tapoon instead. Be secured instantaneously. Such a quick turnaround. Maybe this is the change in flow. Maybe this is the change in state. Nova kill. Managed to find a couple. Smoke the Cash. We're staying on board with for a second. The rotation's coming round a bit in favour. It's pretty much even Stevens in the kills department. DePom adds another. All 3 players will be spawning in that position, but Novaco's expecting the players to come across. 1, 2 line up, 3 line up in the feed. 4 players dead. Noctx Esports obviously have the advantage in numbers. Spawns will be over the other side, and Swift's going to be in that position to watch all 4 players come straight out towards Rock from that garage side. Swift's on a 5 streak, will be ended, but the team's there to deal with it. Back and forward they go. Cash, though, in a great position on top. Lambo and Zayt's going to push up a little bit. Looking to kind of bait the players in the back. Vinci's there, so is Smoke the Cash, and he smokes the player to make sure he clears some more rounds. Trying to get some control of this map, and that's exactly what you have to do. Get yourself players, get yourself early picks, get yourself the players spawning away, so you have an opportunity to get on the point as Zayak turns, burns, and guns. 22 health he remains, and he stays alive. Hops onto that zone, but there's going to be players to contest it. Can he stay alive? Back and forward. He knows where the players are. He'll add another. The nade's going to come off really close. He is weakened, but Yoki decides he's not going to challenge it. He managed to get the angle, and Yoki in a solid spot to at least clear that zone for now. Pushing up towards their spawn. Looking to find out where the players could be crossing and making that move. BT from up top is spotted. Nova's there. Prize going to get another position here across map, but they're only getting full tick of progress towards B. Nothing made towards A. 14 versus 9, knowing if you're Righteous Gaming, you're throwing your lives at it. Make it even more lives fall in as it's 13 to 7. I'm going to get on the zone for a second now. Smoke. What can he do? He finds 2. He needs to keep adding more. He needs his team to support, but he's so far away. He'll at least get some time to hold the zone. Nova kills it next to fall. He's 3 in a row, and all of a sudden Righteous will get on the point. The 3 dead in the feed. Coming from the cash. The man, the money. Doing exactly what he needs to do. He's going to add more. No more respawns. It's 4 versus 6, but they're getting 2 ticks of progression. They're potentially going to find that final tick. Sayak is there. Can he answer it? He does, and all of a sudden Righteous Gaming have won the round. Full ticks of progression. When it looked all but done, Noctx Esports were in a position to have that win, taking away from them in the defense. Solid work from Righteous from what looked like a losing round early on. Cash running and gunning and doing everything in his power to find the players in the feed. He'd done exactly that, and now he'll be happy the way that has ended the round for him. An attacking round you win on Hacienda. You're going to have to try and do something extraordinary here now. If you're Noctx Esports, you're going to have to answer back with a round very similar. We'll stay on board with the attackers as they're looking to go towards that B site early. Righteous will probably be wise to it, considering they were the first team to do it. Dapom does get the early first blood onto Yoku with that nade over the top. The frag comes in. Dapom finds the next kill. Once again, he's found 2 in a row early on, and now he's going to push straight through to find a third. Clearing the way of Noctx Esports will eventually be traded out. But at least that's traded back and forward with Vici. Prizu will clear that up now. And now they're going top of the map, up towards that north side. Cash manages to gun the player on the rock. Hard point. Dapom will come in to clear that, and that's 3 dead. Prizu at least has 1 back, but they're pushed back into their spawn for now. They're not getting any progression made, and there's only 43 seconds left. Yo, Husky fans, probably appreciate it. Welcome to the team. How are we doing? Yoki kills his teammate in the meantime. That's going to be a bit detrimental towards their positioning. Sayak gets the time, and the player jumps out secret straight in front of his gun. Now he has another player trying to look for him, and that's Nova, and he's found him, and he knows exactly where he is. Zayak's going to put damage down and at least get them away from that zone. 1 player on that zone though is going to be Nova. We did see go inside. Vici clears the way. Now knows where they're spawning, has spotted the player, decides to dip back out, but B will be progression for now as Vici goes top secret, naded, dips away. Up from plat though is where the pawn is. Prizu's there, deals with it well. But the trades come in, the players are there, and it's red in the feed. Once again, Noctx Esports are at a deficit in numbers. They're not getting time on these zones. And the defense are holding strong. Nova's in the corner, he's found. Turned and gunned here. Vici swapping. We need that AR and the SMG. But it's the gunfights here that might come in clutch. But Cash does what he has to do and clears the way. Righteous Gaming 2-0 up in the control. And they are looking like a totally different squad when it comes to control. All in the bag. This early nade here from Dapom. This is a very early spray that he went on at the start of the match. Nade kill goes off. He spotted Prizu through the secret window, strafing left and right, making sure that he's not being tagged too much. Does get a good tags on, but Righteous Gaming are 2-0 up with the chance to win the control and find another map in their overall map pools throughout this whole ECL Division 4. Smoke though, we'll stay on board with them. They are absolutely beaming, and let's see what we can do here. Cash, jump straight up. I was wanting to use the free cam, but fuck knows how to use that bad boy. Oh, we go. First blood though. Goes to Dapom once again. Vici at least clears Swift out the way, who found the 2 players in the feed. Gets on that zone. Player in the rotation. Round the back is going to be Nova Cool, trying to kill all of that time on that B side, because we know how quickly they got it last time out. Up his Swift though. Cash waits his time. Finds one. Hops his own. Decides Teammate watching the other direction. Should be watching different angles, I'm sure, but both of them watching the same way. Will it work out? They know where the spawns are going. They're getting 2 ticks of progression onto both sides. B getting 2 ticks almost secured. A does get eventually sought out, and all of a sudden, forward head in the feed, they're going to be pushed all the way back towards statue and towards that garage side, where they're going to have to make a rotation all the way in once again to get anywhere near these zones. They did get 1 tick of progression at least over towards that B site. A fully cleared. Babici trying to clear the corners and looking for one of these picks. 2 dead in the feed, though, in favour of Noctx Esports. But they know most of them kills are going up that north side. Got all 3 of the players up there if you're Righteous Gaming. Shot in the back from Nova. There's 2 dead. He's got an angle watched all of a sudden. DePalm knows he's there, but he's not able to deal with him. Going to have to hop a zone though. 12 seconds left. They're going to lose the round here if you're Righteous Gaming, but 1 tick of progression isn't the greatest, but at least it's something. Smoke will jump on that time and actually manage to hold the time. Time is going to be coming here though. Vici can't deal with 2 in a row for Swift as we're on board with Swift trying to find the final member. He does find all 3 in the feed, and that will be the round for Noctx Esports to pull one back in this control. Righteous Gaming 2-1 up, but a good solid defense this time round, avoiding a lot of the ticks this time. Only 1 tick of progression made from Righteous Gaming, and there is the final 3 kills to end the round. Thought that time started once again, and it just whittles away. Noctx Sports just got Swift on a 5 streak. Obviously can't use an RCXD in the control, but you can use a Hellstorm if he makes that or finds that available. At this moment in time, nobody's managed to find it. Grenades come off. Swift looking to clear the zone. Progression being made towards B. First blood goes away in purple. Swift finds a second. Smoke though deals with 1, deals with 2, and that's the 1 player you got to make sure you deal with if you wanted to try and clear some zones. Swift though goes to try and challenge it. He's the one on that streak. He can't afford to lose it potentially, and he's going to just dodge and dive and get out of the way. Thankfully for him, he stays alive for now. Swift still going. Still alive, but Vici finds 1. Yoki adds to another. Now Prizio will come and support him. See if they can clear the way. Swift does manage to find the next kill. He's on 7 in a row before he falls. But Prizio hops that zone. Smoke smokes him off of it. Defense once again holding strong. We're down to 45 seconds. And 3 dead in the feed. They're all spawning towards that back spawn, looking to get through garage. Cash doesn't deal with that one. There's 3 dead in the feed. Opening is here for Noctx Esports. Can they get to a zone quickly? And which zone do they choose to go to? Closest is A. And they will hop A for now. One is dealt with, Ozix dealt with. Nova decides he has to pull people towards B. That is the plan going forward. Swift can't stay alive. The Pum decides to find 1. Now he's going to have to try and challenge the player on the zone. It's Nova, but his teammates trades it out. It is looking strong in this defense, and it doesn't look like Noctx Esports are going to have an opportunity here to get involved. Smoke the cash. Get all 3 players onto the zone if you're Noctx Esports. They're losing the zone quickly. Tick progression being made. 2 ticks made. Potentially an added minute added here. Smoke goes for the contest. Great decision. Stops the timer at 11 seconds. Finds 1 kill. Knows where the second is. Is Nova going to fall to the gun of cash once again? He does. All of a sudden, there's 1 player left fighting for his life to stay alive on the zone. The contest is in. 1 player kills, but there we go. The timer stopped. And once again, the zone is stopped. Yoki is on towards A. 3.5 seconds needed, but the defense are holding. Zayek, if he wins his gunfight, could have won that one there. Cash, though, done it again. Can he do it again this time round? He can't. Vici's there below. 1 second. The final kill, but it's stopped again for 8. It is 8 versus 7. It is all to play for. 1 more kill would have done it there, but it looks like the progression's being made on A. The Palm can't afford to lose lives. 4 dead in the feed. It's Zayek all left alive here. B adds an extra minute and it's 4 versus 7. Noctx Esports have an opportunity here to tie things up. What a way for us to go. LK, thank you for the follow, buddy, as well. Welcome to the team. Appreciate it. That is it. Nova on the zone. 3 players contested. Gonna have to get the contestant. You're gonna have to win your gunfight. Vici finds one. Contest is in. It's only 50 seconds. They have to stay put for, but it's 3 versus 4. It's S&D all over again. First blood's going to be crucial from here on out. If you're Righteous Gaming, you have to wait. They've got to get the time. You've got the opportunity to hold out. Yoki looking for his corners. Watching his corners. Doesn't look the right corners. The Pum at least finds one. Teammate Zayak adds another, and now it's down to Pryzu. He's on his own. He has to hop the zone. 23.7 seconds, but 3 versus 1. It is the trade party you have to play for. The Pum finds... Oh, he found one, but it is not enough. The series round goes actually to Righteous Gaming as it keeps them involved in the series. Exactly what they needed. Is the reverse sweep on the card here for Righteous Gaming? Or is it a big ask here going into a protocol hardpoint? All the scores there are clearly wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I'm afraid that is just how it goes with Call of Duty. But Righteous have a map on the board. They're 2-1 down going into map 4 protocol. We have a series on our hands. I thought it was going to end here. Righteous. What a standout control performance. Can't ask for anything better. That's exactly the way you want to do it. That's the way you answer back. Now you have to do it again. Protocol hardpoint. Slightly different scenario than Vault. But you've got a chance. You're in it. You were in Vault. Took a while to get yourself heated up in it. But when you did get firing, Cash was doing God's work. He was doing exactly what he needed to do. They were getting themselves back into the game. It was just a little bit too late in the end. Go on, Righteous. Let's choose that prediction though. Nobody putting votes out for this time, and Righteous actually come out on top. So whoever voted Righteous all these other times didn't manage to get it when it was a Noctx Esports win. Righteous win this one, didn't vote for him. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Just typical. It's just unfortunate. We'll run another quick ad here in the meantime while we wait for this next lobby to be set up and ready. We are at 2-1 in the series, and it's one of the games that's going the distance more than we're used to because we've not seen it for a while, which is good. Map 4 on protocol. Should be a fantastic match between these two sides. Let's jump onto that replay and we will get ourselves ready. Makes his way towards kitchen. Side secret. Finds one. Zayak finds another down below. Nova will at least add one back, but Boom adds a second. For that final map, potentially. But we could see another 2 maps for all we know. It's getting close. ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Noctx Esports 2-1 up. We're into another hard point on the board, and we're going to be on board with Noctx here. Early on. Does get tagged early and falls to that first blood. Prizer gets onto the zone from him, and it's going to be keeping it on board with some role plays around here, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, Prizer does fall. Thankfully, Vici, who was weak as chips, manages to stay alive for now. He's trying to find the ladders, doesn't manage to find it. He's going to get shot on the back, and that's going to be ended once again. Prizu gets back onto the zone, AR in hand, in behind that artillery feature, and that is a perfect spot here for a wee heady. Just make sure they're getting as much of this time as possible here to Noctx Esports, but they still have the spawn in the back and that P2 position. Zayak though is pushing towards the spawns. Can't win his gunfights, and all of a sudden it is free dead in the feed. Spawn's flipped out though, and the boom's going to be early on to P2. All the time for the remainder. Scrap does go the way of Noctx Esports, but they're not in the zone. Nova clears the way, turns guns, founds one, and they've got the spawn side for them straight away. Smoke the cash though. We've missed. Oh, I was just going to say we were on a 5 streak, and all of a sudden we jump on board, he falls. That is just typical as anything. Swift inside the zone though. Gets nice wee hop up there. Yuki fills his teammate though, unfortunate for the squad. But up top, inside, well, below Grandma's actually here. You're gonna be back in the back shelter. Prizer finds it too. That's free in the feed, and almost pushes everybody out towards P3. Spawns for Righteous at least for them for now, but they're losing so much time here on P1 and 2. They're at a deficit. They got the position for this next fight. Vici has to win it in the back. He doesn't do that. Swift clears it. Now Swift is going to look to go round the back, get them off the spawn, and potentially turn the spawns around for the side of Noctx Esports. And that's exactly what's happened. They get all the players dead in the feed. Swift again. Almost killed. Get killed by his teammate there as he jumps on in. Yuki's trying to win these gunfights. Vici challenges that. That's a bit mad. He does, but he falls. A 30-second lead. But the bomb is there to answer back. The slide on in. Zayak from up top. He's going to get the view from the players coming in from that building, from that double doors, but time when he decides to change the position, and Zayak finds that instead. And now at least you're getting a couple of players dead in the feed. That's 3 dead. Some good time here potentially for Righteous Gaming. 22 seconds though, and the close spawns are still in favour of Noctx Esports. Zayak at least adds 1, but the team will fall to just 2. Smoke decides, right, we give up this time now. 13 more seconds we could afford to give up, because this P4 position can be the thing that just completely swings it around in your favour. A strong 60 here gives you a good lead. If you can hold in P4, you can pretty much win the protocol. As long as you're keeping every other hardpoint pretty dicey, but you see it back and forward, it goes. There was only Yuki splitting up that feed, and it goes red completely. That's exactly what you would need to do if you're the team in red. You've got Zayak trying to get the players from the spawn. He finds 1, finds 2. Is he going to add the fire? No, he doesn't. Swift clears the way. Zayak was just absolutely beaming there. And that is almost 30 full seconds at least for Righteous Gaming here. The Pom's on a 5 streak as well. He will eventually fall. But Swift's dancing around the point. And somehow managed to get in and smoke the cat. The player's dead in the feed. It's 18 seconds that they're going to fight for. Smoke doesn't manage to deal with Swift, and he just slides around as if he's on ice, finding the kills and keeping the lead in favour of Noctx Esports here as we go back to our first hardpoint, back into the second set rotations. Where are we going to go from here? The Poom up top. We've got Zayak trying to get the players from the back of their spawn. He knew there's a couple players fall. 1, 2. Yuki now. Push too far up. Spawns will be flipped. The bomb is going to be known that though, and he's going to look out towards that back. Unfortunate for him, COD timing doesn't work in his favour. Vici is the next one to try and deal with a wave. Can't do it. Prezo clears the way. Tries to turn around, but at least Zayak there stopped 1. Tries to beam 1 inside the building in armory, but Noctx Esports are still on time. Can they keep building that time and that gap away from Righteous Gaming? As they're struggling to get that time on the hardpoint on anywhere else other than P3 and 4. Hayek now gets one in. Prize who deals with him once again, and there we go. 9 HP and a dream. He stays alive in the hard point, and they're just getting time almost doubled up. Peachy finds 2. It's on about P2. Now you're seeing the rotation start to be made at the top of your map there. Number 7 making the way there early. The spawn's on their side. Close spawn comes in. Righteous Gaming are there. And they could get some good time here if they can watch the player in the back. Nova spots 1. That's the Pum. Spots a second. Smoke the Cash was just rotating on his axle. But there you go. The break is in. Swift. As clean as you like. Finds a couple. Prizio adds another one from distance and knows exactly where they're spawning. But with spawns flipping there, Cash now the next person to deal with Swift inside the zone. They potentially can get it towards this 100-point mark as well, and it'll only be a 50-point game as it stands here on P2 in our second set of rotations. Smoke the Cash now. Here's the Climber. Loki comes up, challenges the Cash, but Cash is already in a position to win that gunfight. Sees the player hide behind Boat. We'll find out. It's 5 in a row. He's getting the time. They're getting past that 100-point margin, and they're making the rotation early. Players already in. The spawn's flipped here as well, and Righteous Gaming have that back spawn position. The manages to shoot one in the back, tries to challenge Swift though, and if anybody's challenging you, it's not Swift you want in the back. He can run and gun, and he has been doing all series so far. I was going to say all season, he probably has been doing all season, but it's all series for definite. Swift is 21 and 13, and he's the only person other than Cash to be able to get towards 20 already. The two teams have the stand-up performance, and there's Swift finding 2 in a row. Told you he's one of the standout players. He makes it free. Can somebody stop him? This is at range gunfights as well. He's trying to take with that Jackal, still showing that it is a worthy weapon at range. The Pum though will finish his streak, and now Righteous Gaming inside this P4 early, as they were last time, which got them closer and closer to the overall score with Noctx Esports. But the problem is they're always at a deficit going into this one. They are a solid 40 seconds behind the time. They need to find the kills in the feed. Smoke the Cash does do that. Nova though comes for the challenge. There you again. Once again, it is Cash doing solid work. They want all 50 seconds here that remain. Keep themselves in contention. They don't want to be losing this one too early. The hardpoint did get broken out last time. Still with about 20 seconds left. Can't afford to do it this time round. Contest comes in. Prizu clears 2, but at least there's a trade. It's only Vici left alive down below, and all the spawns are going to come in. At least he clears 1. Teammate comes in to secure it. All the time going the way of Righteous Gaming, and all of a sudden, this is within a matter of seconds. They could potentially take the lead here, but it's Swift again dealing with the pressure. Smoke the Cash is up top now, going towards P1. We've got 5 more seconds of scrap time going the way of Noctx Esports, because the challenge aren't going down below, because the next hardpoint is more important here and now. Feels that time he gets some map control if he can. Find 1 kill, can't find a second. 2 in the feed go the way of Noctx Esports. Make that 3 in a row almost, because it gets split by Vici. But that means that Noctx Esports once again are on that hardpoint, and P1 have always looked solid on compared to what Righteous Gaming have managed to put out. Challenge is not working out for them. 3 dead in the feed. Nova kills his teammate though in the meantime. And it's on to Swift, and that's one player you don't want to be dealing with, but he's got 30 bomb already. And Swift, if he can get a 40 here, there's a chance that could be on the cards. Does eventually fall. 3 dead in the feed. Zayek deciding to aim at walls. He's lagged out or something. I don't know what's happened with Zayek. I think he's given up the ghost. Peachy though, challenging. Still no movement from Zayek. There we go. He crashes out, goes out. All of a sudden, you're in a 4 versus 3 scenario, and this looks like that's the map done. There is no coming back from this. Nova shoots bodies after the kills. Swift is going to keep going, and Swift could potentially add a 40 bomb here. He's got a few players to deal with through the meantime, but he's got 33, and he's going to try and add more to that. Can't do it though. Nova is on a 5 streak, will fall. We're only 30 seconds away from victory, but Smoke doesn't care about numbers. He finds 2 in the feed. I'm excited to see if he can rejoin. I don't think that's even physically possible at this point in time. He's going to have to wait and hope his team can win this. It is still close. does manage to get in. Zayak gets himself back in. He's lagged himself back in, thankfully for him. He's back into the lobby. Trying to see if they can change things around. It's a 20-point, well, 30-point game on our hands. We go towards P3. Yuki's there early. Spots Zayak, who's just spawned back in. He'll be the first to fall in this new hardpoint rotation. Nova finds 2 in a row. And now, watch the player in the back. It's Swift. Looking for that 40 bomb. It's 35 so far. Make that 36. Shoots the players in the back now. Looking to find more. 4 seconds away. Looks like this could be it done. Nova, they're trying to still find it. Swift from up top finds the 39th kill. Won't find the 40 bomb, but he was so close to it. 250 to 190 we go. And that was for that lag out. I'm pretty sure that's unfortunate for the Righteous Gaming, because there's a chance in that hardpoint where they were turning things around. Much love to everybody. Thankfully, Nox Esports closes it out before it got a little bit too dicey in the end. Smoke, fantastic. Swift got the 38. I'm sure that was 39 in the end, but the timer was already counted, so he was so close to that 40 bomb. Wasn't to be, but Zayak disconnecting was unfortunate for the Righteous Gaming, which means Nox Esports will take the win. They'll take the lobby and they'll win it in a fine fashion in 3-1. Hardpoint's looking close. Righteous have got a lot to work on, but one of them is definitely the S&D. That was the big cost for sure. 6-1 is not what you want to be doing in an S&D lobby. 6-1 is a tough loss. The biggest loss you could potentially get, other than that's 6-0 obviously. Thankfully for them it wasn't a 6-0. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that means that we can end the predictions here. 63% of you in chat did vote for that map win to Nox Esports. They do take the win. If you put that vote in there, well done to you guys for joining in. That was Div 4 action with Righteous Gaming and Nox Esports. Nox Esports come out with the series win, 3 maps to 1. Righteous Gaming were unfortunate in that 4th map for sure, disconnecting all. But these are online gaming. That can happen, and unfortunate for them. At least he got himself back into it, but at that point it was probably a little bit too late. Cash, MVP for his side for sure, but Swift, unbelievable standout performance from you, Swift. That deserving of our MVP of the series. A good win. And Nox Esports, if you're looking for anything other than watching some beautiful casts and some great gameplay, make sure to tune in to our channel when we go live. Hit that follow button, hit on the notifications. Make sure you see us when we go live for any cast. If you want a cast by myself, potentially you'd be joined with another caster at some points if I can find one. I really do appreciate it. I love as much as possible to get as many casts in and under the belt as possible. More knowledge, more time, better, good production potentially. You know, we're just trying to better our overall game. But guys, I'm going to leave you with some replays while we get into this one. And yeah, the protocol was just absolutely solid from the side. The score is done, and you can see it there. We'll get rid of the map 4 because there's no next up map 4. Nox Esports win it, and win it fine. Guys, hopefully you have a fantastic evening, whatever you do with the remainder of it. I'm going to send you as well towards Super, so please do show Super some love. If you don't know who Super is, he's an ex-Katana member in the EU Challenger squad who went off to Miami Heretics. He's currently playing along with a few different of the boys now in OMA and different teams back and forward up in the Challenger